Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG, All the Mod 6 server, hanging out here at my crafting station area, and I stuck my pedestal here, because it's a great way of holding things, and let's see what it's holding for me. It is holding, crouch, the manual from Power, and I was really intrigued because of this, the Energizing orb. Okay, I've gone way too deep in this already. Generators, including solar panels, some cool storage and transfer stuff in there, some multi-block stuff that you can make. But the thing I was the most interested in was the energizing orb, which doesn't really look much like a round orb to me. It looks like a square blocky Minecraft. Anyway, if you can charge this up with these pylons, then you can do stuff to items inside. And I said, oh, well, let's do this. Now, I decided rather than craft them all manually, I would go ahead and use this. So I made the dielectric paste. It's just, small, really cheap stuff. Here, let's click in here, make the rod, this dielectric paste. I did it once with a lava bucket, and then I set up the recipe to do that, to do it really fast, because then I didn't have to make it up anymore. Anyway, so click out of that. So made this, made the rods, made the casing, and then these capacitor bits, and then starting with the tier 3 energizing rod, you needed to energize something with this in that orb before you could make these higher capacitors. In fact, I should go like this so you can see which things are used for which capacitors, or which capacitors used for which of these energizing rods. So this one needs the hardened capacitor, which needs this energized steel, and the energized steel comes from doing gold and iron in the orb, and 10,000 Fe later, you get yourself 2 energized steel. Likewise, same thing with the blazing crystal. You take a bunch of blaze powder, you give you 1, or a blaze rod. I went with the blaze mesh. You take the 9 of them, put them together, and you get the solid. Nictotic, that's converting diamonds, or I always did blocks. Then this, and then this one was the last, and that's expensive compared to the rest. But the nice thing is, to get, here we go. To get 4 of these, you need to do 4 batches of the underlying crystals. Except to get 4 of these, I only need to do 2 batches of these nitro crystal blocks. And you may be saying, well, why would you want to do that? This right here, the creative controller for refined storage, takes a hefty amount of power, but that should give me a controller that does not require power anymore. That's pretty cool. Or what about a creative wireless crafting grid? Same amount of power and no longer requires power once you've got it set up. It finished while I was talking. There's my creative wireless crafting grid. I was hoping to time it faster. Anyway, so the way I used it here was my unobtainium solar panel, and I've got several of these kicking around. And I took the top tier guys. Well, actually, I took all of them and just surrounded this to charge it up as I needed. And this was way faster than I thought it would take. And so I was going, wow, that's pretty cool. Are you... Okay, let's go down and actually hook this back up because it's a new controller. And just right-click, crouch. No, I gotta have to crouch, click. And I've got everything here, and no longer is going to take any power to run this, which is really handy because I had been using this so much. I've charged this from like the tiniest amount of power left. I can't say how many times, dozens, for transferring lots of things back and forth. And I'm guessing it probably does not have infinite range because that would be too handy. Let's go. This is way out of range. Yep. But that's okay. Infinite or no power loss. I like that idea. And now we're back into range. And stretch is fine. Kind of like having that hook in there. I like having it sort by name ascending. That's my preference. All right, so that's very, very handy. And if we take a look at the energizing orb recipe, we can alloy some stuff. Did this. These are those recipes. There's the creative Ender core, not quite sure what to use that for. Some of these things I'm going, but you can do the same thing for applied energistics. So you just get yourself a dense energy cell, same amount of power. Now you've got infinite power for your network, which is grand. And I think that's it as far as the stuff that was really interesting me with this. The reactors are really cool, and I may set that up as a non-hooked in reactor setup. But yeah, I will go find Mango and see if she would like to have a creative controller and maybe a creative wireless that no longer needs power. I'm trying to sit down on here and it just won't let me sit.
Oh no!
Just
Well, it's cheese and slabs. What do you expect?
well, a
True
stair.
comfort.
I want a stair that I can sit on. That would be comfortable.
It would be, yeah.
Yep. So this is the Ratlantis, which is
It
very cool.
is, yes. It's lovely. It's so pretty and
Mhm.
peaceful. Um, until you do certain things.
What do you mean certain things?
Well, as we saw earlier, spoiler, I accidentally did this. But Grok, pretend we didn't do this and go click on that air raid siren. Here, this thing.
This one right here that's completely
Yeah,
peaceful and nothing will happen?
nothing will happen. Go for it.
Okay.
Oh, he's stuck.
Oh.
Let's see if I can unstuck him. Or unstick him. Oh.
There
There we
he
go.
goes.
Look at him go. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yep. Take that.
Here we go. We've got swords against machine guns. This is amazing. Oh, dear.
Let's see. I got an aviator cap from him.
Ooh. I got all rat calcum nuggets and more biplane wings, which is going to be amazing. We can do some cool things.
Mm-hmm. Because I know Belsazar on the server has already made one of those rat barons flying his base. And according to him, he's saying it will actually attack mobs and whatnot, which I think
Oh,
is
that's
really
so
cool.
much fun. Yeah, it's really cool. So,
And yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea. He's doing mine colonies, and so he's getting the raids, and so his baron can fly around and attack the raiders. I think that's an excellent idea.
oh, I bet that looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But Ratlantis, I was a little bit disappointed
Oh,
in the last episode because I didn't fully understand. I didn't manage to click an air raid siren in the last episode. I only clicked a bell, and I was like, "Oh, I mean, there's gold, there's lapis, there's cool buildings, there's jungles, there's
uh-huh.
pandas,
Oh yeah.
but um, no rats spawned for me, which I was a bit confused about. Has to be said.
That's because the server has hostile mobs spawning turned off, and that has solved so many tick problems. But it
But
does
rats
mean that
aren't hostile.
well, I've had a lot of rats attack me because I came in here earlier with Belsazar, and so yeah, there were rats all over the place attacking me, and so that is not so handy. But we can see if there's a way around that for the server.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe in the future.
hmm But I did want to show off something.
Yes. So
Here,
are we going home?
well,
Oh,
here.
okay.
I'm gonna drop that to you. What does it say?
Ooh. Creative wireless crafting grid. How did you get that?
Here, go ahead and hand me that back, and I'll trade you.
Okay, hang on. There you go.
All right, magnet, pick it up. There it goes. This is for you. Oh, you dropped off your magnet, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
No?
Where'd it go?
Okay, it's over
Where'd it
here.
go?
Oh, it's mine now. No, your magnet stole it from. Oh no, I didn't. I stole it. All right, let's
My
get out of the
magnet is
here.
not quick enough.
There,
Obviously.
that's for you.
Way. Ooh. So you have some power rods going somewhere?
Maybe. I already talked to my people about that, and so your folks will have to come watch my video for it.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
you can plug that in, and I think I'll probably have to rebind my controller to that. Do you want to swap?
What
Oh, you
controllers?
just went home.
Yes, I'm plugging it in.
Not waiting, just off you
Yeah, absolutely.
go.
You gave me creative thing. I need to plug it in. Come on. All right, there we go. There's the old one.
Uh-huh.
New
Plug
one.
in the new one, and that
Ooh.
means we don't need that. Um,
We
uh,
might need the log behind it.
you should have that because I don't have that log.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I may or may not have vein mined these stripped blocks before.
So we no longer need to worry about power for our refined
Yes.
storage system, is what you're saying.
Yes, which means we can plug in all sorts of things. Oh, here, I will give you this one if you give me yours, and I'll upgrade that one, and that'll be mine.
Okay. I can cope with this.
You have 598 FE left in your grid. That has been my state for so long. That's why I said I'm going to upgrade mine.
Oh, this is amazing. I was contemplating as part of today doing wireless charging because I was
Mhm.
getting so annoyed with having to charge this thing. Apparently no longer needed.
Not a problem. It does
Yay.
not have, that infinite range that I think would be absolutely fantabulous, but no more
Mhm.
charging. So that's
Yeah.
good. So shall we figure out who's doing what?
Yes, that sounds great because, we don't want to both do the same one.
Right, yeah, that's just boring. So I set up a dropper here, and it has both the Ars Nouveau and the Elementalpedia in it for the books. So you can go ahead and push the button, and I'll stand back so you get it, and that will be what you're tackling.
So I get the old fancy button. This is so cute. I love it.
Yep.
Ooh,
So
I
which
got
was
a
this?
worn notebook. Which one's that?
It's probably
Ars.
Ars Nouveau.
I got Ars
Okay.
Nouveau.
Okay,
Woohoo!
so that means I'm getting the ElementalCraft.
Okay,
So
I don't know if who's gonna have the better magic mod. I don't know. We'll have to
I have
compare.
no idea. I have a book to read and figure out what to build. Speaking of building,
Mm.
the farm area had a slight industrial accident, which I may or may not have mentioned before. So I was going to tear that down and put it down where we had the mystical agricultural, the altar piece for making the seeds,
Mm.
just to get that kind of tucked out of the way. Do you
Yep.
want to make this area as an Ars Nouveau area for you?
Oh yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
Um, I also had an accident in the farm area.
Mm-hmm.
With this rat. So it's been put in the corner to make itself think about the things it did wrong.
Until you can apologize, you can't come out of the corner.
Exactly.
Well, as long as, the rat stays over here and the cat stays way over here, I think we're probably safe.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Oh,
Awesome.
uh-huh. I was also a little busy. Come over here.
Ooh, okay, I'm coming. Down there.
Mhm.
Ooh, bridge.
Yep.
Ooh, what's the
I
sign?
lost where you are. There
Ye
they are.
old stable.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, it looks
So, yep.
lovely.
So Mr. Frank is over here, and you said that you wanted that one.
I do,
So,
yes. Oh, I might
oh,
suffocate.
are you taking any damage?
No, I know.
Okay, it's high enough. Yeah, they can climb on top of the watering trough, but they shouldn't be able to climb out of here. And then we've
Yeah.
got room enough for two more. So we've got several that you can choose from and decide which you want. Stick it over there. Tame. We got yours.
Yay. How do I get off again? Left
Yep.
shift. There we
Yep.
go.
And
Ah.
so you can go ahead and we've got some iron and gold armors. and lots of saddles, and then name tags and whatnot. So feel free to grab another horse and stick it in your side, and I'll
Yep.
grab another horse and stick it in mine. We don't have much. Oh, you've got diamond armor. I couldn't find any diamond armor anywhere.
I think I found it in Ratlantis.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yay!
I'll have to explore to get some diamond armor. So to get out, see, I leave this one open so you can go in and out easily. And then if you ride him, you just open up one of the other gates, and that's sufficient for you to get out with him.
Okay.
And then you can close that extra gate. I was thinking about putting some pressure plates here, but lazy.
I
Very
love
simple
it.
little spot.
It is perfect. I love it so much.
Yeah.
And that means we can do some exploring on horseback.
Yes.
Yay!
So we got these three guys. You get to pick and choose out of these. Yeah, because they just been hanging around.
Where was the placement for the new edition that you wanted?
Oh, for the farm?
No. The new animal edition. Black and white. Lays on its back. I was trying to keep it
over
from
here.
the audience.
Yeah, because we got Poe. I parked a horse up here because he kept jumping off of the little rim down there. So I said, fine. There. Now we got a second panda.
I think it's a bit cruel. Maybe we need to give it a couple more blocks of space.
We could grow another tree here. But the horse didn't move, so that's good. Hi there, panda.
Yeah. Hello, panda. Fantastic. Okay, so you're doing ElementalCraft. I'm doing Ars, and guess we can get dug in and see what fun we can do.
Yep. Since I'm doing ElementalCraft, I figured I'd make this platform here. It's a 15 by 15. Stuck a little travel anchor here because I need inspiration as to what to do here. And I like being able to zip back and forth really fast. Oh, I can get down there too. And I was sitting there going, do I want a big, massive tower? Do I want something skinny? Do I want a floating island? I'm thinking tower, but I need to do some sketches and figure out. But I am going to do this, which is a little trick I learned a long time ago. Whee! And now we know where the center is, down below. Let's put that back in. So I'm gonna first just do a whole bunch of building here, kind of off camera as I monkey around with some stuff. I think dark stone. I've got a lot of that. I think that would be a nice dark thing to do. Possibly a border. I'm not a whole sure about, what sort of thing I'll do here. Anyway, I like that dark look. I do want to come up with some air, earth, fire, water colors, because I think, if I dedicate a side to each of those colors and have them kind of ripple through the tower, that would be cool. Not sure how, but maybe chisel and bits would be a way of bringing in some of those. If we had tinkers in the pack, then I could use some molten liquids. Gold looks really good. Iron is a good red. Those are possibilities. Don't have tinkers, so I can't do that. Anyway, I got to fiddle with a tower. I did say tower. Yeah, I think I said tower. I think I'm going to go with tower. I'm not sure. I did look up my book, and I went through and read each of the sections that are possible and looked at everything. And then I've got some of these little question mark things, which I think if I craft them, they may unlock some things and open up some other areas. If we take a look, and I like that I'm really close to the wireless over here, so it's not a hard distance. If we look at ElementalCraft stuff, we've already looted some stuff. That's an elevator, not ElementalCraft. There we go. We've got plenty of the inert crystal ore. We've got some of these actual tuned ores and some of these empty source receptacles, which is handy because I'm going to need to pull out some aura from some of these guys. Maybe it's not aura. What's the correct word for? Elemental sources. Just pull out the element. Pull out that it's stuff. And I'm thinking probably the easiest way to get these is there in the mining dimension, because I could explore through there. If I destroy one for some reason, we don't care. We restore the mining dimension every month or so, so that we can dig it up all over again. All right, building time. And there is my completed ElementalCraft area. I thought about having it float in the middle air, and I said, nah, it needs something to kind of anchor it there. So that's what we've got. Went with the Void Stone. Is it Void Stone? No, Dark Stone. Pretty much Dark Stone everywhere. Did a few little other bits, Void Stone there. Did a little chiseling bit scene just for fun, threw some lights down, and decided to go ahead and theme this because, ElementalCraft and all the rest. So air, I went with white. There's water, that's blue. There's your green for earth, and fire for red, or the other way around. Anyway, and just had a little fun with a little bit of chiseling bits to kind of color code everything. And I think it works. I do want some other things for decorations, but I'm not sure if I can get them. Anyway, let's take a look here. This is all the ElementalCraft stuff that we've looted over time, and I'm really curious about these things. And I'm hoping they're not one-time uses. Anyway, there are some white rock slabs here and stairs and whatnot from various shrines that I've found. And most of the time I left the shrines alone, but a couple times I tore them down just because I figured I'd want these bits. And yes, there are some things that you do want this. And my end goal, I want to get pure rock. Because if we take a look at the uses for pure rock, in the pressure chamber with a bunch of other stuff, I can make creative essences, and what I'm really looking for is the everlasting guilty pool. That way I've got infinite mana, which is really, really nice. And rats, ooh, a creative rat. Interesting. And that's a creative compressor from Pneumatic Craft. Yeah, I'm really looking for this one. Anyway, so that's the end goal, is to get that. But for right now, one of the things you want to do is you roam around the land, you look for these things. You'll also spot some little glowing orbs in the air. And that's something that you want to grab. Also, you want to mine. You'll find this inert crystal ore, and you'll get these inert crystals. And let's grab a couple of those and a couple of gold ingots. And I don't have my crafter on me, so let's go ahead and grab my crafter. And there's the crafting table piece. I want to surround these. I like that. Oh, I hate it when I do that. All right, let's do this without doing that. Okay, we'll go this way first. Okay, so that will give me these contained crystals. And chapter unlocked. I thought that might. So, I can make an elemental pipe for moving elements around. This makes the elemental pipe. This is the impaired. And with the switch alloy, I can make the improved. All right. Well, I can make these all day long. And let's look at this. This is the drenched iron and just regular iron. Well, I've got plenty of regular iron. I've got a bunch of drenched and a little bit of swift, but we'll get to those. So, alrighty. The thing I want to do is see if I can grab these receptacles and use them by going to the mining dimension. Now, I'm in the mining dimension because for me, this is the best place to find these little ElementalCraft spheres. And you can see I put down all sorts of different beacons and waymarks, whichever you want to call them, because I found a bunch scouting around. So this is my big hole. I think that's 75 chunks that have been chewed up. And then these pillars are where I use my digital miner. And every 4 chunks, I'll slap it down again and pull up exactly what I want. And this marks that I've done it there. Anyway, so if we come to, let's come to this fire one, and you can see that it's sitting there. There's an elemental source. It doesn't say what it is. If you try to break it, can't do anything. But this little receptacle, right click, I I got it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and grab, there's a water one over here. And they're kind of hard to spot up against the air. They kind of vanish, but much easier against the ground. Boink. And there was an air over here. I haven't found any earth ones. They seem to look very much like the air ones, maybe to me. Okay, so here's this. This is probably air. Because it's supposed to be green. I'm not seeing green. Yeah, that's air. So I've got these. Actually, I should get rid of these beacons, but I'll do that later. Let's move these back over to the ElementalCraft area. I'm hoping that it will work out right. I need some solids. Let's go ahead and 1, 2. I'm going to put air. Actually, I could just probably click it against that, but let's put it against a block like this. So click. It does have durability on this. Oh, okay. Well, you know what that means. If it takes durability, I might be able to repair it. And if I can't, I can sit there and make it indestructible. But see, now I've got a fire. It disappeared right just as I started talking. I've got a fire source right here. And I'm thinking I will grab as much of these sources I can find and bring them over. And having at least one receptacle is all I need. Although having 3 is nice. There's got to be a recipe for this. All right, drenched pure. I have not made a pure. That needs the infusion stuff, so I can't make more of these. But I've got 3. I just noticed the difference in brightness from looking at that side and looking at that side. Anyway, I found a whole bunch of these fire, air, and water nodes, pulsating thingies. I'll figure out the name. Anyway, I wanted 5 here, and then I started decorating with them. It took forever for me to find 3 of the stinking earth ones. So I'm going to spend more time finding more of these because I want them. I don't know if these go away. And mining dimension, use these in the mining dimensions, or find them in the mining dimension because 1, it's flat, and 2, if it gets reset, who cares? I don't care. These don't use the sigils because as soon as you use them, that imperability or indestructibility goes away. So use your repair amble. And that works. All right. I want to craft up some stuff. Oh, we're going to go ahead and craft first. Let's do some impaired elemental pipes. There's the recipe for that. So I'm going to make a set of 9 of these. And if I take 8 of these glass and surround them with the pipes, that gives me 8 of these containers plus 4 pipes. That's why I did 9. Now, the other thing I want to do is this and go like that. And this will give me 4 elemental extractors. And then the last one was these and those and that will give me infusers. All right. That should be what I need. You go away. Okay, I didn't actually want my pick to go away. You come back. I want the infuser and containers and that and extractors. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these containers here and then 2 away, another one. I will put a pipe right here, doink, and that will connect the 2. And then I'm going to put an extractor here, doink, and that should start filling this up. Yep. You can see that it's filling up with the air essence, which is cool. And this one has nothing, but I'm going to put an infuser, boink, on top of this. And then if I right click here, nope. Let's do that with an empty hand. If I right click this, crouch click. Okay, I clicked here on the pipe piece. And that started to pump this around. So now you can see we've got air element pumping into here. Nice. And this is still full. And it looks like this is staying. So I have no way of knowing how much is in there. So let's just assume that it stays. I'm going to take one of these inert crystals, right click it on here. And what it should do Yep, you can see there's particles going up to it. Yep. And now I have, right click, pull it out. I've got an air crystal. So if we take a look at here, I've looted a bunch of these things from others, but that gives me an air crystal. So that means I now can produce air crystals from all of these different, or air crystals. I can produce crystals from each of these areas with the imbuer. And yeah, do the empty hand, click on the pipe. Okay. So it looks like you only really need one of these, he said at this point, but not really knowing. Possibly because these containers only contain so much, I may want more. But for right now, I will go ahead and just let these fill up. And if I can start making new bits out of this, let's pop that there, that there. Okay, so now I've got all of these. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, I want a little bit of iron. Let's grab an iron here. And if I slap the iron on the water element, now I've got drenched iron, which is the way that you can make the drenched iron. Now, Swift Alloy, if we hit not U for use, let's do R for recipe. This needs elemental binding. This is something I don't have, and I need an element container to make the elemental binder. And I need a bunch of different things. So redstone, blah, 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 blah. That will do that, and that uses air. But if I click the elemental container, burnt glass. That's glass in fire. Okay, I can make that now. More pipes. White rock, right? White rock uses earth. So I can sit there and make the white rock now. And I'm going to make some burnt glass. So elemental containers, those should be better than these small elemental containers. So I'm going to see if I can upgrade those. Elemental containers. There's the small elemental containers. Can I use this for something? I can. I can break them up and I can make these elemental holders. So it's a way of transporting these elements around as well. Might as well make some of each, or at least one of each. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some more of these extractors because I'm thinking I'm gonna pretty much just keep these extractors. All right, let's see if I can do this right. The air, I hit it with string and I got this air silk, which has a few usages. Mainly, I can make this silk touch shrine upgrade, or I can bind it to make the hardened handle. But everything else, that's the burnt glass, the white rock, and the drenched iron is what those guys do. Anyway, I need to go ahead and snag that and that and that and that. And I already grabbed the pipes off of these. Oh, it says it's full. Ew. Oh, I wonder. Okay, let's go ahead and make some things. I wanted to make this. So you and you and you and you go down there. And these two, that makes the elemental binder or element binder. And then this. All right. Put those there, and then half goes there. That's not working. Why are you no worky? This should make the elemental container. Oh, I need the crystals, not these extractors. That's okay. I got the crystals right there. Ta-da! 4 elemental containers. These should be the much larger ones. Yay, chapters. So we'll put that there. Arity. And I also went ahead and upgraded my pipes. You can make them with the drenched iron, but since I already had paired elemental pipes, I would just upgraded. So we'll go with that. And now we can plop the pipes here. And can I just right click you? I can't. And right click you there. Got a weird stutter in the animation, which is funky. Oh, that one looked better. All right. So now I should have much more element is stored in here. Oh yeah, it's taking like forever to fill. Yeah, so this is definitely holding a heck of a lot more, assuming that that's not gone and empty. Yeah, you're taking. I wonder if that is empty or it can't extract more. I don't know. All right, so the next thing to do, we look at our book here. I want to make some of these elemental holders. I've got these. I've got those. Ooh, let's grab some of these and some of those. And I don't remember everything else I needed, but let's go ahead and to make this fire holder, so gold that and the small and the extractors. Maybe that's why I made the extractors. So that, and that's got air in it. I did not grab my gold. Let's grab the gold, and I've got some drenched. Okay. So extractor here, we're going to do air. I needed gold here and here and here and here. I believe these were drenched. And then I need a water. Yes. And I don't know if it really cares. Let's do earth. And I'm going to use a different crystal here. Put all those there just to make it easier. I thought I had a heck. Oh, I do have those there. All right, so there's fire. It looks like it really cares just mainly about the crystal and not what's in there. So let's make an air. And then we need the earth. And I like that I can reuse these containers, the small containers that at this point I don't really need anymore. He said without really knowing. So air, earth, fire, water. I've always done it in that order. And I don't know why that should matter. Right click, no. Oh, that's crouch. It's like spitting out. That's just weird. Okay, that's a weird effect. Can I right click you to put you in? I don't know if that's going in or trying to. Oh, it looks like it is going lower. I hold. Ah, okay. That's what I need. I just need to hold down the right click, and now it's extracting it out. All right, so definitely it doesn't look like these elemental sources are a massive amount of elemental source. They just are going to do a small amount, which is okay. I'm glad I've got multiples here because I think what I'll do is I'll make multiples of these extractors and multiple containers all pumping into the elemental container because I think that's gonna get more element into here faster if I'm creating something that has a huge amount of requirements. With these small ones, I noticed I could do like 2 drenched ingots with the stuff that was in there, assuming that there was nothing going in. That seemed to work. So there's a certain cost. So this guy looks like he's about a quarter filled with all the stuff I pushed through, and this guy here is less. He's like an eighth filled. So yeah, this definitely looks like it is a way to grab these elements very slowly. All right, so I'm gonna sit there and wait for these things to fill up, and there's an improved extractor. Here it is, the improved extractor, pure crystal. I still need to get pure crystal. I can make swift alloy ingots now with elemental binder, but over at the air area, I can sit there and make swift alloy ingots, so that's not a problem. But the pure crystal, I need the infusion altar, which means I can do this pure infuser. Let's control to open this. Pedestals from all 4 elements. So I need to go ahead and this is going to go into the center, and then I'm going to need each of the elements, and I think these need to have the essence piped into them as well. So, okay, that's what I need to do. I need to set up myself the pure infuser here. Yeah, that's right in the center. The pure infuser here, and then I think it's like 2 blocks away goes the other. So, all right, that's the next thing to do. All right, so if I've got the elemental binder, I wonder, let me smack that infuser off. Did I get it? Oh, yeah, I've got multiples there. So if I put this binder on here and then put on my iron to make drenched iron. Yeah, looks like no. Okay, so I can't just replace them all with a binder. So all right, that's fine. Let me replace this guy. There we go. Stop moving my stuff around. To do the swift alloy, I need air. So let's come over here, smack that, and then I want you and you and you and you and you. Okay, so I'm hoping there's no order in this. That's the part where you change. I don't see any particle effects. All right, let me look at the thing. No, wrong thing. We'll get to there. No, not that. Not that either. I wanted to make... Fine. Here, it was gold. See, this is the air. Got the container. Got the binder. Gold drenched redstone air. Gold drenched redstone air. It doesn't look like it's actually connecting anything or doing anything here. Yeah, so I can see it's maybe it really cares about the order. All right, let's look at the thingy again. It says gold drenched redstone air. Gold drenched redstone air. Can I pull you off? Okay. Gold drenched redstone air. Holy crap, it really wanted it in that order. Future Grok here with a little ranty pants time. This bugs me because for the past 30 plus years professionally, I've worked in software and the concepts of internationalization, globalization have been just hammered home that not every culture or language sees the same symbols, the same colors, the same way. And so if you're selling stuff in the Far East or in the Mediterranean or in Africa, different people see things in different ways and do things in different ways. And so you need to accommodate them and understand that. And the idea of it starts at the top and goes clockwise for a circle is true for some people, but not for others. And here's an image that I found because I'm a geek and I like to look these things up that talks about random samples of how people draw circles that they got across a bunch of different countries. And almost all of the women on the left start their circles at the top. Men start predominantly on the bottom with some weird variation because men are weird. But Japan, the circles, regardless of where you start, go clockwise most of the time. Whereas the exact opposite is happening in the United States, almost always counterclockwise. Now, for me, I start my circles up at the top and I go counterclockwise, so that makes me weird. And Mrs. the DuckFarmer starts up at the top, which is normal, and goes clockwise, which is weird because we're both weird. But so that's one of those things. Without clear information in JEI, there's no indication as to where you start and which direction you go. Because if you're Japanese and a woman, or an American and a male, you've got completely different ways of doing circles. Okay, ranty pants time over. Let's go ahead and make a pure infuser. I think I've got all the bits for that. Actually, I think I'm one infuser out, but let's go ahead and make this. I don't have a contained. Alrighty, let's come over here. All right, infuser, crystal. Right click, so I'm actually that bugs me. I do it too many times. All right, now I can go ahead and craft this. There's my pure infuser, which goes right in the center. Doink. Yep, there's the center. And I was looking at the book, and it was saying that, ooh, new stuff. binders or purifiers, improved elemental. Yeah, I gotta get the pure crystal for that. Can't get distracted. Click away. Crafting, binding in the correct order. But how do you know the shrines? Don't care about shrines. Okay, I wanted to get back to this, the pure infuser, because it needs to be surrounded by these guys. Now that's obviously fire because it's red. That's air because it's kind of like floating in the air. Is that green? That looks to me to be green, but that looks kind of grayish. So is this earth and that's water? But I bet you that's water because if we look at the things here, there's water, and water looks like it's got that little bit of green around it. So the blue is very. What that tells me is that my water and earth need to be switched. All right. To make the air altar, since I'm here, infuser, air crystal, white rock, white rock. All right. Done complaining about how do you know the order. Let's go ahead and use infuser, that, white rock, white rock. Yep, it's got particles, which is good. Let's go do fire next. At least I'm assuming it's doing stuff. Yep. Okay. Right click. Freak. So did it give me back my crystal? It didn't complete. Oh, annoying, annoying, annoying. All right, let's put that there. You and you and you and you. And I'm going to set you up in a different order. So it's more the order in which it comes out. You saw it. It was right there. It looked like it was done. Okay, that looks like it's done. It had a little burst of particles, no particles. Swear thoughts. All right, I'm gonna just ignore it for a while. Turn my back to it, ignore it, pretend it's not doing anything. This will be next, so I'm gonna pop that off there. Do your stinking there, yeah. Just gonna ignore you for a while. If I remember from the book, it looks like it needs 2 blank spaces and then the altar. And then the altar is going to want some access to the actual essences. And so, are you done now? Can I right click you and get you back? Yay! All right, so that can go there. I'm really tempted to put some pipes. It would need 4 pipes going underneath to pipe in. How do I have anything here? I can pipe it through. Cool. Okay. I was thinking that there might have been something right there that was underneath the dirt. But nope, nope. Oh, but no, I want to go 2 down. I may have to change that a little bit. Anyway, let me go ahead and break this. Put this over here. You and you and you and you. And I'll just make all 4 of these. So a slight improvement to the setup. Let me show you off what I've done. I went ahead and moved these elemental containers closer to the pedestals, and now there's the full-sized element containers behind them, 5 of them with the top tier pipes connecting, and I've got 5 on each now. And thanks to Colonel Ambrose for pointing out that if you zoom in on the map in the mining dimension, these little things show up as little black dots. Made it so much easier to go about and find them. Anyway, so these are all in place. What I did do is I put these improved element pipes underneath so they can pipe the stuff around. And unfortunately, this doesn't really have a base, so you can see it. Everything else looks really good. And this looks really good. It's got that reddish tinge. This is kind of missing a base. This one has a kind of clunky side pieces, although it'd be good if it had some green. And the water one has green. What are you doing? Why? When you have earth that could be brown or green, you have green on the water pedestal. Don't get it. Anyway, so that's what's doing it. Wrong button. So all of these are completely full, piping in, and that should be supplying the water pedestals. I want to make a whole bunch of these pure crystals here. I'm thinking, oh boy, the frames are just staggering. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. And I'm hoping it's just me and my client and not everything else, because that would not be so good. But in any case, this should pipe in a bunch of stuff. Look, see, that's half. Looking over here, looks like it's taking half of one of these large containers. Ooh, even more. Oh, done. So yeah, a little bit more than half of one of these large containers to make one of these. Holy cow. All right, so air goes here. Earth, it goes here. Fire goes here. It makes no sense. Let's go ahead and click that. And I am, the frames. I wonder if this is just because of all the particles. I wonder if somebody were here looking elsewhere, if they would see the same sort of, laggy frame thing. I don't know. But in any case, I want 4 of these pure crystals because I'm going to upgrade 4 of these extractors to the top tier extractors. Then up there, right here, improved element extractors, which needs these, and I've got recipes for all these and made all these, but it needs pure crystals. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it's update time. Each one of my elemental sources now has an advanced or improved extractor on it. And so I should have plenty. And to make bulk processing faster and easier, I slapped down some hoppers, which makes me feel bad inside because just leaving hoppers around gives me hives. They cause some possible ticks on the server and I don't like it. But for a temporary little thing like I'm going to do here, just fine. Now, I did make this little beastie here, the instrument output receiver, because if you try to output from these with some sort of conduit, it just sucks up everything instantly. However, let's go ahead and click this guy in place. I'm going to put this chest here, and right now it's going out right into this hopper, which is the wrong thing I want to do. So I've got to the other side of this output nozzle and shift right click. Now it's pointing into my chest. So what I can do is I can put those red ones there and the white air ones there. Got to check, yes, the green ones go here. The blue ones go there. And now I can put the diamonds here in the center. And my frames go from like about 150 to 5. Which is fine, because I'm just going to sit here and just let this run. Okay, this is the point where you suck out. Why are you not sucking out? It's not sucking out. That's really annoying because it worked like gangbusters over here with the infusers. It was just coming right out. Maybe this won't work on the central altar. Well, that bites. I'm not going to lie. It was kind of annoying that central infuser did not let the stuff get piped out. So here's the element binder, which I'm binding one of these pure crystals plus a netherite ingot with fire, and it should combine into something new. So this is the part where you combine. Oh, don't tell me you're one of those stupid things where it says it's got to be done in the right freaking order. Okay, and stop being snagged here. All right, let's do the netherite first and then the pure crystal. And now we see the sparklies going. And so, yes, I could tell that it's generating stuff over here. And there it goes. There's the Firite ingot, because to make the pure rock, I need the Firite, I need purpur, white rock, and prismarine. And that'll get me my pure block. Oh, obsidian in the center. So I need to proceed with this. I've got everything else I need. I just need to make the those ingots. At this point, you're probably asking, Grok, just how lazy can you be?
Grok, just wait. I know the answer to that. Never mind.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, so the answer is very.
Can confirm.
Thanks. So I was too lazy to want to click again and again and again. So I said, I'm going to use a little refined storage right here, which works out really, really nicely. So I went ahead and set up a network receiver so that I'm hooked into the system. There's another one over there with the rest of the system. I've got an importer and an exporter there and a little wireless so I can see stuff. Because if we come out here and look at pure, that's the word I'm wanting, there's none there. But over here, we've got this set up to input diamonds. Okay, it's exporting out of the RS system into here, diamonds, and then it's importing pure crystals and pure rocks with the mode of whitelist. So it'll only do these. Otherwise, it'll grab everything else. So everything else is ready. We have everything primed. I have this one crystal left. Let's click that in there. Cue the lag. And I'm glad it's just frames and not anything else. This should provide for me the last of the pure crystals. So I'm going to click that off, and I'm going to put my obsidian in there. So it'll start pumping obsidian into this altar. And just waiting for this to do its thing. Still waiting for this to do its thing. There we go. It just flashed, and now we've got the obsidian in place. So if we take a look for pure, there's my last pure crystal. So I can come over to here, and I need to make the funky Firite ingots. So I need to make those. There's my 32, and I can take that, slap them into here. And now it's getting ready to make, lag time again, my 32 pure rocks. And just like that, I have my 48 pure rocks. And let's go ahead and take a quick gander and see. Yep, there's my 48. Done. And at this point, I don't need the rest of the ElementalCraft stuff here. So I went ahead and packed up each bit into its own little quadrant so I can keep everything separate, because each one of these little machines are going to produce a little bit of tick because they need to check for stuff. And am I inputting? Am I outputting? All of that sort of thing. And now they're not doing any. Now the little globs are still floating around, and those are fine. They're probably doing very little. And I don't mind that I have lots and lots of them here because I pulled them all from the mining world. So that's what it's there for. So yeah, I'm just going to finish tearing down the network receiver here. Or I might leave it up, just nice to have a little bit more range. Although I don't have any range in it. I'm tearing it down. Just because, hey, it's time to clear things out and check up with Mango and see what she's been doing. So Mango, I see you found the kitchen that I moved over to here.
I did, yes.
And
I love it.
I saw that you added something too.
It's our chef.
Well, yes.
It's an amazing chef. Look at the food. The confit.
Galdi? Whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
100 hunger and 2,000 saturation.
I think it might work.
I think that will handle everything we need. And yeah, I had to go with the magenta kitchen floor. It was
I'm
important.
so grateful.
So,
yes.
And since people are probably saying, where the heck is this? This is where we were doing the mystical agriculture stuff, and I figured we'd move the farm down over to here. And I kind of planted one of everything, pretty much. But and then it needed some decorating. So I figured, vibranium and unobtainium blocks, that would be a good way to decorate this. Just because And we've got the growing hoe. It's got like growth 4 on it. I would just stand and just watch the crops grow around me every few ticks.
Really?
All of a sudden, boing, yes,
Oh,
haha,
you
it's
got it.
mine. So it was pretty fast. Just sitting there.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
so it was very handy when I was setting things up. Just initially getting things going. Oh, and then here's my plot of where everything is there.
Nice.
Just so we know if we get some new crop, we say, is it in the field? Because we've got a lot of filler stuff. We got the netherwort and the wheat and the industrial hemp, just because I didn't have enough to fill up everything. That's okay.
Well, I love it. I love our chef. It's
Mhm.
amazing.
He's so cute.
It works. We got the word of the day. It's
Mhm.
all great.
Oh, yes.
But let's oh, doesn't our area look so great? And oh, you quickly nipped over.
I did. I wasn't going to show off your island, but yes, your island is looking fantastic. I love that you went with the purple grass. I think that's very appropriate.
I've got a theme. I stuck with this
Yeah.
theme. It worked out with the arcane stuff.
That's the thing. I came over here and I saw this pedestal and I said, it's purple and gold. It's like the grass. It's like you planned it.
Yes, don't tell anyone I didn't.
You've got a cute little thing here, this little dragon.
I do. The whelp. It is
Mm-hmm.
absolutely utterly amazing. Oh, hang on. Let me show you what it does.
Okay.
Because it's good to show off.
Well, yes. Yes.
Especially when it's a cute little dragon.
Oh. And where'd it go?
Well, it should go in here.
Oh, because we got the
Some of it.
hoppy. Yeah, we got the hopper
Yeah.
on there. Yeah,
I
so that yes.
couldn't get the item transport working, unfortunately. But it's got a good start. I also have a spell.
A spell.
I
Okay.
have spells.
Oh,
Yes.
I like your book there. Okay, yeah. Show me a spell.
So I have the ability to just fire from a distance.
That's pretty cool. Pew. Now, and it is knocking off the blocks.
It's pretty good. To be fair, I only got the tier 1 spells sorted. Hello.
Yeah.
But there are much more powerful spells, so I'm excited to get into that.
Did you know I've got a spell too?
Yes, what's your spell?
Yeah. It does the same sort of thing. Ready? Oh, clicked it. There we go. This is using
mine's pink.
Yes,
I like
and mine's green. I need to change the color on that. That poor tree is now starting to look kind of holy. We've tearing it apart.
It does. But hey ho. But that's pretty much what I'm willing to tell you what I've done. Obviously,
Okay.
You'll have to watch to see the rest.
I will
Let's
have
see
to
what
watch.
you did.
Yes. Okay. I made the environmental craft area over here. Had fun once I realized that Chisel and Bits was in the pack, and I decided, okay, why not? Because
it is so freaking pretty, Grok.
It needs to be pretty. I thought it really, really did, and then I started playing with the grass, and then I realized the main reason I was going into the environmental craft was, one, I had never done it before, but two, because I wanted pure rock so that we can get the everlasting guilty pool, whatever that is, unlimited mana from Botania. That needs 48 pure rocks. And if I mathed it right, which I think I did, then that means I'm done with Botania. Not Botania. I'm done with the elemental craft. I've crafted everything that I needed. And rather than having all the devices sitting out here and just silently tick away and causing stuff, I packed them away into my chest. Oh, you're going to give me back the pure rock? Okay.
I did.
I'm going to put that actually, I'll stick that into our system for later use, because that way it doesn't need a tick. This is a non-ticking area now.
How did you get these lights?
I moved them. I used one of the sigils I found in some of the chests that you could pick them up and move them. And that way I was sucking out the earth and air and fire and water elements out of these and using them for the crafting and everything that was in the center. And how'd that change? That was just regular grass.
It wasn't me. I'm out.
No, I'm blaming you. I am blaming you for that. All right, so I will fix that later. So yeah,
Hey.
this is pretty now, but not really functional. But that's okay. If we have a need, I can bring this back because there's some stuff I
Yeah.
hadn't done with the various altars. You can
Okay.
there's things with that. You can double your ores. There's stuff like that that can be done that I didn't get into because I was just saying I'm going to just rip to making the pure rock. That was the main thing I wanted to do. So let me dump that away.
And
And yeah. Mhm.
what else do we need for this fabulous pool or whatever it is? I couldn't find it in JEI.
Oh, look for guilty.
Ah, okay.
The everlasting guilty pool.
Ooh.
We can make the rune of sins. We can make the fabulous mana pool. We can make the mass of wills because we killed the guy and we just combine all those. It's the 6 creative essences from mystical
Oh my
aggregations.
word.
Yes. So we've got the Gaia spirits. We can do all the blocks. I can make the angel heart vials. That's not a problem. There's the pure rock. And we need to go into the Maho Tsukai, whatever, to get the Fey essences.
Yep.
The antimatter pellets. That's a lot of them. That's going to be 36 of those antimatter pellets in a pressure chamber. That's going to take a bit. So
Yeah. I
we'll
am
get there.
trying to get down the bottom of this rabbit hole, and I am not managing. Oh, fluorite. Okay, we got a use for that finally.
Yes, finally. So yeah, that's one of those things I was looking at that going, okay, I have a plan for that, which means getting deep into mechanism. Because typically once I get triple ore processing and a few, bits and bobs, I'm done with that. So
Yeah, that's it over.
Yep. Here's Rolly.
Rolly.
I wonder why you named him Rolly.
Who knows?
It's a mystery, just a complete mystery. So, I mentioned earlier, but I'll tell the viewers. I found one of the fun pandas that does somersaults, and I thought that would be so cool. I put him right on here, and he promptly rolled over and fell down and died.
Oh no!
So I went, fine, no panda there. Oh well.
Oh, what a shame.
Yep, it's a terrible shame. But so I really like the ElementalCraft. It feels more like a more early game sort of thing, although you need lots of diamonds and gold for it. So that's going to be expensive. But some really fun stuff with being able to double ores. A ton of things with spells I didn't get into. Just it's far more involved than I did. But I didn't show you any of that, so your people are going to have to come watch my video as I muddle my way through the mod. But it's fun.
Absolutely. It just went pitch black on my end. That was weird.
Oh.
Apparently, I'm not allowed to punch at you.
Yes, you can't do that. That's bad.
It's bad. Naughty mango. Oh dear. Yeah, it's I actually the same feeling with ours, to be fair. It feels like it's something that you could get into quite early on. You do need a lot of gold. Gold seems to be the thing. I seem to be levitating. I don't know why.
I'm noticing that.
I am not holding any buttons, Grok, honest. Bye, Grok.
Bye.
See you next time.
See you next episode. I did a terrible thing. She was floating away because evidently she had levitation on her, and we don't know why. And so I pushed her a couple blocks so she was out from underneath the saucer and just kept on floating up. Definitely do go check out Mango's channel and her video so you can see what she did with the Ars Nouveau. And I'm very curious to see because the island just appeared and then stuff appeared on the island and I need to figure out what it was. So ElementalCraft was really fun. And I feel a little bit bad. A little bit that I didn't go deeper into it. I had my goal of the pure rock and I've done that. And because I don't think I'm going to delve into the spells and the shrines and things like that for right now, I definitely wanted to pack everything away just so that it's not ticking on the server. But I do suggest, if this interests you and it's a fun thing, dive into it. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do with it, which is really, really cool. I have a link to the ElementalCraft wiki page that helps clear things up. And there's a video that a person recently made that I watched. I said, this kind of outlines what ElementalCraft can do. It was very, very helpful for getting kind of an outline as to what to start with for me. So I'll provide the link there. And it was a blast. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing on the FTOG All the Mod 6 server, and you can too. And thanks for watching. Bye.